Okay, welcome to the original Impromptu Any Card at Any Number tutorial. Now, it's impromptu in that, you know, as long as the spectator has two decks that you can borrow, they don't have to be opposite colors. I just like to use opposite colors, but if you just have two decks ready, there's just a slight, very simple preparation that you have to do secretly before you present the trick. Now what that is you choose one of the decks that they're going to find their selected card in where the counting is done. So let's say the blue deck, like I did in the performance. Now the setup for that is you just select any card that you want to use as their chosen card, and what I've done is I have 4 cards here, and I've used the 5 of hearts for the selection, and that's right in the middle, the third card from both ends. Now this is the setup. You have the cards ready like this, and you have them sit face up in the card box just like that, and then the rest of the deck you simply set the opposite way towards the cards inside the box, and then you can just separate the two cards with the flap, just like this somehow. Okay, whoops, I screwed that up. Okay, so yeah, so just separate your cards with the flap like that. So just be careful not to show this side, just keep the packet ready like that. And then with this, there's no setup like that. You just have a regular pack of cards, you leave that in the box, but there's one thing, you have the 5 of hearts ready, either in your loosely available to grab in your back pocket if you're standing up, or preferably if you're sitting at a table, which is a lot easier, you can have it sitting face down on your lap, on whatever hand you use more, your right hand probably, or whatever. So you'd have it on your right lap. So it'd be just sitting face down if this is your lap, and then it'll be ready to grab. So that's that. So we have the cards set out, and you pick up the first pack, the card they're going to select the card from, and you get them to just take. You can actually have them take them out of the box, and then they can shuffle the cards and examine the cards, and then you get them to just place them on the table. And while they're doing that, you just carefully just hold these cards back that are separated between the flap by the flap, and then just pull out the remaining cards, the rest of the deck, and then just set the card box down casually. And then when they're done shuffling this deck and they've set it on the table, they can examine these cards now, and they can shuffle them as much as they like. And then once they're done that, you simply mention that we're just going to put one of the decks back in the box. So you're carefully not showing these cards. You just stick the deck so that the deck is face to face with the remaining cards in the case. So they're just like that. So what will happen is your other cards will be sticking face to face with the deck, just like that. So then you can close the deck, and you're ready for that. Now, for the card selection, after they've shuffled the cards, you can get them to shuffle the cards a little more or whatever, get them to cut the deck, and while they're doing this, you secretly get your hand ready and casually move your hand to your lap, and just, it's very easy to just palm the card just like this. Very simple, and it looks a little unnatural, but you're going to do this so quickly, the spectator, I guarantee you, won't even notice this. But you just have it ready, or you casually pull it out of your back pocket while they're shuffling the deck. They won't see you doing this, or make sure they're not seeing you doing it while they're shuffling. And then have your hand ready, casually, just like that, kind of ready to go, with the card palmed in just like so. And then when they have their cards cut, you just simply go over and pick up the pile quickly, just like that, and they won't even notice anything. And then you just hand them the packet, and you get them to just peek at the top card, and you tell them to not show you, and to immediately shuffle the card or bury it with the other cards, and shuffle their randomly selected card in the rest of the pile. So there's the card, the forced 5 of hearts. Now we go to this deck, and we just carefully, you got to remember now which way you had the deck. It's always this way. You pull the cards out so that the majority of the cards are face down like that, and you have your preset 4 cards with the 5 of hearts, or 5 cards, sorry, with the 5 of hearts in the middle, just like that at the bottom. So now you're ready to do any number between 1 and 52. So they could say any number between 1 and 52. Now, hopefully they don't say, if they say a number, like 50, mention to maybe just go a little lower so it's not too close to the end of the deck, because it might be a little obvious, or not too low that it's, the top 3 cards. But just wait for them to just pick a number, and then you can deal with that, and hopefully you won't have to. But it's just a little slight glitch in the trick that hopefully won't happen. They won't, hopefully the spectator won't choose 3 or 4. But, well, even if they did choose 3 or 4, that actually wouldn't be bad, because you can just mention, okay, so your number's 3. So I want you to visualize a card, and while you ask them to visualize a card, you just casually turn your hand like this, and then you can ready the deck, and the spectator won't even notice you doing this if you're looking at them. Just do any kind of misdirection. Use your other hand, just sort of gesture, okay, now I want you to visualize the cards, and just casually turn your hand, and they won't even notice you turn, or they won't notice the change. And then you're ready for the, say if it was the 3rd card, it's already in the 3rd position, so you can count 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Now, if they say 4, you would have to count 1 card down, and then just say, okay, well, hold on one sec, just visualize your card, and then casually turn the deck, and then you're 3 cards away to make 4. So 2, 3, and then 4, just like that. So you can kind of see how this is going to work. So, anyways, they're not likely going to say a very low number like that, or a very high number up to 50 or whatever. Just really mention any. You could even just say pick a number between 5 and 40 or 45, between 5 and 45, something like that, just to get them to, pick where you want. So let's just say they picked the number 20. So you count 1, 2, and you got to work out. You just subtract 3 from 20. So we remember the number 17. So we just deal 17 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, careful not to reveal the cards at the bottom like I did. Okay. 16, and then 17. So we arrive at 17, and then we pause and we say, okay, again, you just get them to just make an excuse, like to visualize their card, and you remind them that you have no idea what their card is, and while you're talking and gesturing with your hand, you just casually turn the deck like that, and then you're ready to do the deal of the remaining 3 cards. So, they said, you remind them that you've dealt 17 cards and we're dealing 20, so you go 17, 18, 19, and then the 20th card will be their 5 of hearts. And then you can stop there, and then just reveal that if they stopped just before the card, that it would have been this card, or just after, it would have been this card, and then boom, you can reveal the 5 of hearts. Now, right away after you've done that, you can flip these cards over, and as you flip those cards over to show them that, to examine them, you can just quickly flip over the last card on the remaining cards, and then you're ready to show them the rest of the cards to examine. So that's that. So I hope you like that, and thank you for watching.